everyone, so I've got Mr. Smelly with me, as you can see, and we're just going to go through my 10 most worn fragrances this summer.
Right, these are genuinely the ones you've worn most.
These are the ones I've worn. It doesn't matter if they are obviously summer fragrances, they are just fragrances that I've worn the most this summer.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's a simple concept. I can grasp that concept.
Very simple concept. Yep. You've got a degree. You should be able to
in no particular order?
No particular order.
Got it.
I'll let people know if there's ones I've worn more than others.
Yes, okay.
So this one's been worn quite a lot. And this is Xerjoff 1861. You know this very well. You actually bought it for me.
Yes. ITC Swan Renaissance. Because there's now 18... I think Naxos is called 1861 as well, isn't it? So there's a run...
Can you smell someone smoking?
Yeah, but it's
like
not
someone
us.
smoking a cigarette in the house. But they're not, because this is just us in here. Sorry.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what you mean, yeah.
So,
but anyway, this
you own
fragrance.
a bottle yourself, don't you?
Juicy, lovely, vibrant, citrus. Some people say fruit salad and a sprig of mint. With kind of some cedary muskiness as well. Yeah,
just like a bit of a backbone. I wear this one to work a lot, and I get a full day's work. And for me, a full day's work is not only the 9 hours that I'm there, it's a half an hour getting there, half an hour getting back. And that's the performance I get out of that. And some people don't get good performance from it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
but for me, every single day I wear it, I get a great performance.
Bit like Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino when you would choose to wear it, but kind of more to it, maybe?
Yeah, well, a lot more to it. It's not so citrusy. I think it's more different fruits going on, and the mint there makes it different. And it's not so... The musk is different. It's not so fuzzy, if that makes sense. Next one... And this is another one that we both own. And this is, again, the same situation. You bought this for me. You know it very, very well.
Oh, that's good.
So I've
that
worn
is really
this
good.
Quite a lot. I've
that
worn
does the
it.
job.
Again, a lot to work. I think it's the perfect work fragrance for guys and girls.
Colonia Essenza from Acqua di Parma. It does help if you say the name of the fragrance.
God, you're trying to make me professional.
In the video. So yeah, Colonia Essenza from Acqua di Parma, and this one has notes. Most people include neroli, but I don't know that all listings include it. Something like grapefruit and tangerine, and you know, some of those citrusy things. But it also has some musk and vetiver, petitgrain, I'm almost certain, and also rose and patchouli, although you don't pick up on patchouli, but there's a certain sort of depth. It does get a within bit the soapiness. In the dry down, it gets a little bit floral. I love the dry down. So the opening, you love the opening, don't you? Yeah.
The opening to me is nice. I wouldn't have wanted to own a bottle just based on the opening. Yeah. It's the dry down that really grabs me because it's beautiful.
Yeah, really nice, soapy, clean.
And again, performance for me is outstanding.
That's good, that's good.
Absolutely, yeah. a whole day's work out of that and longer. Just, it's amazing. The next one up, I've worn this one a lot, not just on its own, but also layered with other things. It's Molecule 1 from, what are they called?
Eccentric Molecules.
Eccentric Molecules.
It is confusing with them, yeah.
Funnily enough, it's another gift from Mr. Smelly. God, they're all like...
God. Claire does have a lot that she bought herself.
I think that's it from presents from Mr. Smelly. You're not blown away by this one so much, are you?
I think it's okay, but it's a little bit doesn't thrill me. So it's basically the molecule of ISO-E Super. Yes. Although some people say that's more than one thing that goes in to make ISO-E Super, I read. Okay. Because I read that somebody in the Luca Turin book that came out recently, in the beginning there's some questions, and they said, what do you think about non-fragrances such as Molecule 1? And they said, no, it's not a non-fragrance, it does smell of something. You'd probably agree, wouldn't you? Yeah. It does smell of something, doesn't it?
This has got me more compliments than I think anything else. More completely unsolicited, out of nowhere compliments. And the performance in the hot sun, and I wore it on a day when we walked for an hour down to the train station, and then I had to drive into work. I got called in on a standby. I had to drive into work. I got a comment on it on a meeting when I first got to work. And then the same lady came over to see me at the end of the shift. So we're talking 8 hours later, she came over and she said,
That's a long way in.
It's you that's, because initially she didn't know it was me who she liked the smell of. She just made a comment generally, someone smells really amazing. And then she came over to see me at the end of the whole thing, and she said, oh, it's you, and she had to know what it was. And then she tracked me down 2 days later, rang me up and said, what is it? She was Googling it while I was talking to her. She absolutely loved it. And I also that same day got a comment in a shoe shop from the lady at the counter. So it is outstanding performance, and it just, to me, it like
doesn't smell of nothing. People say it smells of nothing. I know what they mean. It's not massively obviously citrusy or really this or that, but it does smell of something.
It does smell of cedarwood. It smells of mineral earthiness.
Yep.
It's musky. Yep. It's clean.
Yep.
It's a bit fresh. I love it. I think it's. I could happily wear that every day, and
it's
I don't
really
think I'd
good.
get bored of it.
Yeah, and it does have an aroma which you will come to recognise, which is often used as an ingredient in other fragrances alongside other stuff.
So if you was to smell Dunhill Icon or Terre d'Hermes, they both have a very high percentage of Isolate Super, and you really will recognise it. Once you know what it smells like, you do recognise it.
And it's good.
Okay, so next one up, this is called Bacio di Venuto. It's by a company called Brigantia Perfumes. It is only available in the UK at the moment. I wear this one more in the evening. I think it's a very feminine, outgoing, sexy, beautiful fragrance. It's got sandalwood, ylang ylang.
That's one of the ones
ambergris
that's most made me go wow so far.
Yeah, and I wear that around you quite a lot, don't I?
Yeah, and it means velvet kiss, doesn't it?
Yes, in Italian.
It's really, really delicate and beautiful. I think a man could wear it, but it's of the ones you mentioned so far, it's leaning a little bit more feminine.
There's quite a lot of vanilla in there, so once you've had it on your skin for a few hours, the vanilla really starts to come through. And the florals are not so then obvious, but it's beautiful. It is really like a special occasion fragrance, really. But for me, it's a choice for a night out, warm summer nights. It's perfect.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Florals,
Love it. So next up we have, you know this one very well.
Favourite.
Powder and Dust from SP Parfums. Now, how often do I wear this?
50% of the time you're wearing this, which is a lot for you.
It's more often an evening fragrance for me still, because I feel like it's too special for work.
Yeah.
This one is, so it's the fragrance that was made in conjunction with Yana from the channel Tom Elise.
Yep.
So she was kind of like the creative director, if you like, for the fragrance. And it's Mimosa and Pear.
Pear, yeah, you can pick up on that. And the perfumer is Sven Pritzkele, a German perfumer who originally learned his trade as a pharmacist in Germany.
This is my favourite fragrance of all time.
At the moment. Well, of all time means...
Of all time.
Well, yeah, that's praise indeed, isn't it?
Yeah, and it has been for...
It is really beautiful and
smelt
different.
it, I fell head over heels in love. So this is my most warm fragrance, really.
I really like that. I find it a little bit different and unusual. It does smell pretty niche, as do most of the SP Parfums offerings. But I really enjoy that one, and fantastic performance. I think it's extract de parfum type concentration, so a lot of fragrance oil.
Next up is, I just have a decant at the moment, and I'm really sad that it's running out. It's Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. You know this very well. I'm
famous stuff.
Choosing this one again. I want it daytime and nighttime, even though it's a very strong fragrance. I've actually chosen to wear it on our holidays together because it lasts in the sunshine, where the sunshine's killing a lot of fragrances. But I love this one. Rose, incense, bit of vanilla.
So you've worn that, although it wouldn't strike most people as an obvious summer choice, because if you're thinking, oh, you want to wear something fresh or whatever, that's quite a heavy, pungent fragrance. But as we both probably agree, sometimes when you are abroad in a hot country, a really heavy fragrance is kind of what you need if you actually want it to last, because the heat doesn't really help fragrances to last that well, we find. So yeah, we definitely both now and again reach for the real heavy stuff that's nothing to do with your top 10 summer lists, and Portrait of a Lady is absolutely brilliant.
But if you do want something
yeah.
fresh, then Pomelo Paradis is such a perfect casual daytime fragrance in the heat.
So Pomelo Paradis, of course. Pomelo, well, it smells like, I think there's a separate fruit called a pomelo, but it's essentially you're part of the grapefruit family.
Yeah.
Let's just say you're going to smell that it smells like grapefruit.
Sweeter sister.
Right, good way of putting it. It smells a lot like a grapefruit scent, similar to maybe Guerlain's Pamplemousse.
I don't know why I just love this so much more than Pamplemousse.
Oh, okay. I find them roughly equal, but both really good. But okay, fair enough. And really, really nice, sweet, zesty,
tart.
Vibrant, a little bit tart. And there's, I think, a little bit of sweetness. There's
I think there is a black currant,
maybe some cedar and musks
or something.
Yeah,
there's a backbone to it, so that it does have. For me, again, I get quite good performance from it. Not as good as some of the more stronger perfumes, but still, it would get me almost through a whole working day.
I find it performs well. Some people say it's not good, but
I think
we find it's decent
on your skin.
Yes.
So,
and really, really beautiful, and not incredibly expensive if you shop around a great niche fragrance.
Yeah, I've got that for about £90, and that's 200
mils. 200 mil, insane.
So pretty damn good.
Craziness.
Next up, we have Rome 63 from 4160 Tuesdays.
Right.
So I love this. I've been loving this one for a long time. Do you want me to spray it?
Go on then. Yeah, I think we need to.
And this is another one that's I probably choose more nighttime than daytime, because it's quite rich, although I would wear it during the day quite happily. But I feel it feels special. It smells really old-fashioned now. It feels very special, and that's why I think I choose to wear it at night.
It's quite is it a bit of a retro?
It's got
called Rome
I think it's got
63,
vintage musks in it, so it's based on what was available in 1963.
Right.
So that's why it has that vintage feel. It's
Can
white
they get,
florals.
You're not saying?
No, they're not natural masks.
Right, but they're trying to recreate the smell of things that were out then.
They are. I think they are using what was available from '63, but what's like legal, you know.
Okay.
Because I think synthetic masks were available in '63. I'm guessing.
Okay. It definitely has a really. If you said that's a vintage perfume that I've got from 1960s or 70s, I would say I can smell that it smells of that era. I really like it because I like that kind of thing a lot. But I'm kind of surprised you love it so much, because sometimes you're a bit reticent about
I think
the old the old school fragrances are not always
I don't like
your
really
most
aldehydic
favourite stuff.
fragrances. I wouldn't like Chanel No. 5.
Right.
But this to me is not aldehydic, it's just white florals and musks, and there is a chocolate note that's not really that noticeable. Sort of a freshness with a real richness and a real strong woodsy backbone to it.
Really powerful, and definitely got some woods. And did you say smokiness? Yeah. Did we say incense?
Not sure.
I'm thinking incense.
But it's definitely got a lot of depth. I mean, it could have. Right, we need to hurry up.
It's lovely.
Running out of time.
Okay.
So next up is one I've mentioned a few times lately. Me Too. I'm wearing it tonight. Smell me.
Excellent vanilla rose, similar to Intense Cafe, slightly by Montal, but different, not just like that.
Incensey. So Me Too by MB Parfums. It's a very new to me fragrance, but I adore it, so I've been wearing it a lot.
It's beautiful.
Probably more daytime, because it doesn't feel heavy enough for a night out for me, although it's got good lasting power, and you're getting
fantastic. Really, really good performance. You're wearing it tonight. Every time you get up, getting good wafts of it. Really nice, sweet vanilla and rose and other spicy stuff.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Love it.
Finally,
Tobacco Rose. So this is a really strong fragrance. I always felt it was more wintry, but I'm actually wearing it on my wrists.
Excellent, nice dry down.
I really love it for the evenings, summer evenings. It's got a real good projection, real good strength. It's spicy,
smoky,
a
little bit smoky. Definitely you've got a really strong rose note, but as a dry down, kind of musky and almost reminds me of ambergris and that kind of thing. It's really nice.
It's really interesting, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So what's your favourite out of everything?
Out of everything, if I have to pick one, I would go with maybe right now I would go Tobacco Rose, because I find whenever you wear that has a real uniqueness about it. Nice strong projection, elegance. It's can be feminine. It certainly smells great on a woman, but I think a man could pull it off too. And it really has that niche quality.
Definitely.
So if I had to grab one, certainly for you to wear, although I'd quite like to wear a lot of the other ones too, Tobacco Rose by Papillon.
Okay, great. Thank you, Mr. Smelly.
And thank you.
We'll catch you all later.
See you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, I was going to burp then too. Cut that part.
That's totally going in as a blooper.
Outtake.